Hello, welcome back. Nice to meet you again. It's me, Pratap. So, welcome to Problem Solving with Pratap. So, today we'll be solving problem based of LeetCode, which is add two numbers. So, let's go through this problem. So, we are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each of their nodes contains a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. You may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number 0 itself. So let's take this example. So we have here two linked lists, which is in one linked list we are getting 2, 4, 3, and in another linked list we are getting 5, 6, and 4. That means if we add the two numbers, then we should get 708. So let me explain you again. So we have input like L1, and in L1 we have 2, 4, 3. In L2 we have 5, 6, 4, and the output is 708. Why is that? Because if we add 2 and 5, okay, so 2 and 5 it's 7, correct, and then 4 plus 6 it's 10, and then since it's 10 we add 0 here and we have 1 carry remainder. And then when we add 3 and 4, we are getting 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So we are getting 7 or 8. So we explain more easily here. So in the previous input, we have 2, 4, 3. So let me just write here 2, 4, and 3. And then we have another one, 5, 6, 4. 5, 6, and 4. So we have two linked lists. So now let's add all the digits, like 5 and 2. 5 and 2 it's 7, and then 4 plus 6 it's 10. So if it is 10, I will take 0 here. So this is 0, and we have remainder 1, which is carry. So now what will I do is I will add these two number, 3 plus 4, which is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So that means my output should be 8. So let's take another example. So let's say we have 9, 9, 2, 4, and then n 5, 3, 2. So if this is the input, so let's add 9 plus 5, it's 14, 4, 1 carry, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 3 13, 3, 1 carry, 2 plus 2 4, 5, 5. So we have used a carry, and this is 4. So simply I'm writing 4. So that means if we have an input of L1 of this one and L2 of this one, then our result should be, for example, L3. So it should be this one. I hope I'm able to make you understand. So let's take one more example. So one more example can be, let's take an example from this itself. For this input 3, we have 9, 9, 9. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times, and then the other is 4 times, right? So suppose I have an input of 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 9, and then I have another input of 9, 9, 9, 9. Oh, so it was 4, right? So if we add this, 9 plus 9, 18, 18, 1 carry, 9 plus 9, 18, plus 1, 19, 1 carry. So we have used this one. 9 plus 1, 9, and 9 plus 1, 10, and again 19, 1 carry, 9 plus 9, 18, 19, 1 carry, 9 plus 1, 10, 0, 1 carry, 9 plus 1, 10, 0, 1 carry, 9 plus 1, 10, 0, so we have 1 carry, so we'll add the carry here. So the output should be 89990001. 89990001. So that means, like in the last point, like if when we do 9 plus 1 it's 10, we could have simply written 1 0, right? No, but we should not do that. We should do in the reverse order. We should always take the 0 first and add the remainder in the last. So I hope I'm able to make my point here. So to demonstrate it more so I think we have here the definition of simply linked list here. So I think this is also pretty simple. We have a linked list. So every linked list will have a value and a next pointer. So next pointer will basically be a next linked list. Okay, so we've understand like how it works. So now let's solve the problem. So since we'll have two input, L1 and L2, so in order to start, since we can see from here that the output is also a linked list, so that means let's assign a variable L3 equal to new list node. Okay, so since we are using this list node, so I think we need to we should define this here, because the program will not understand what this list node is. Okay, so we have a list node, we have the result node, or we can rather than L3, let's say result. Okay, now we also need cursor. Let cursor equal to, what would be my cursor? Basically nothing but the result node. Okay, and then since from the example previously from this diagram we have carry, so we also need to have a carry variable, right? So let's say carry, so which initially it will be 0. So now what we have to do is we have to iterate through this linked list. That means we'll iterate through the linked list as long as we have the while we have L1 or L2 or carry. So from here what we can understand here is, as long as we have a valid linked list of either L1 or either L2 or a carry, so we can go on in this while loop. So here in this last node, that means 9 plus 1 it was 10, but we take only 0, we had to carry 1, right? But L1 was 0, nothing, L2 was also nothing, but in that case we just took down the carry. So there is this condition for. So now we need to start from this node. Okay, so basically what it be, we'll use the cursor dot next equal to new list node. So basically what is this? This is a list node, and then this list node will, what will this list node have? So basically this, so now I have assigned this cursor, so now I can again assign my cursor. I can move my cursor now. Okay, my cursor will be nothing but cursor dot next. Okay, that means I've assigned my next new list node, that is basically this new this node, and then now my new cursor would be what? Basically the node which I've just created. So now what's my cursor? It is 7. So we have in the cursor we have either val or next. Okay, so what we have to do now is we have to find the val. Cursor dot val is equal to, it's nothing but the value, we have to add this and the carry. Basically L1, if there is L1, that means L1 dot val else 0, plus if there is L2 dot val else 0, and carry if there is carry. So far I think It's pretty simple. Now we need to calculate carry. What would be a carry? Carry will be nothing but, what would be a carry? Carry will be nothing but math dot floor, the sum of all these values. We have to add all this. That means we have assigned it to the value cursor dot val. Cursor dot val by 10. That means we have to find the remainder. So this is how we find remainder in JavaScript. And our or what I can say is, rather than saying cursor dot val, I can say sum, and then I can use here sum. Then my cursor dot val will be equal to nothing but sum mod of 10. So this is also pretty simple. That means what would be the value of this node? The value of this node will be nothing but addition of all these three, right? 2 plus 5, it will be 7. So in the next iteration we'll go here. So what will be the value of this node? It will be 4 plus 6, that is 10, but this can't be 10. We need to take the mod. Okay, so 10 mod 10, that means 0. It will go here 0. And then I have also added the carry. So this way, this is the way to find the remainder. So what is the remainder? It is 1. Basically it will go here, and in the next iteration it will be 3 plus 4 plus 1, which is carry. That means 7 plus 1 is 8. So if we still have L1, the first linked list, that means L1 is equal to L1 dot next. The same thing for if we have L2, then it will be L2 equal to L2 dot next. So pretty simple. Okay, so let's try to run this code and see if it runs successfully. So basically it fails. So let's try to understand why it fails. Okay, so it fails because I forgot to return the result. It should be return result node dot next. So it should run in this time. So all the test cases are accepted, and then we can submit. So, but before submitting, let's go through the code once again, and let's take this example. So in my first linked list, like, we have 2 4 3. In my second linked list we have 5 6 4, and I've created a result node, and I have also added a cursor which will basically move along this result node linked list. And then we also have a carry which is initially 0. So we'll go through this loop as long as we have some values in either the first linked list, or either the second linked list, or either the carry value. So we have to loop through as long as we have these 3 values, either of them. Okay, so for the first iteration, let's take L1. We have 2, so it's still valid. 5, it is still valid. Okay, so in that case I have assigned my cursor to be a new node. So basically my new node is this one. Okay, and so what would be the value of this node? Basically it will be sum of the values of this L1 dot value, L2 dot value, and the carry. So if we have linked list 1, and if it has a value, then it will be value, else it will be 0. So same condition here, and carry. That means, so in this first example it would be, so we'll get 2 here, we'll get 5 here, so we'll get 0 here. So 2 plus 5 plus 0 is nothing but 7. So what's the carry? 7 by 10, no remainder, 0. Okay, carry is 0. So what will be the value here? The value here would be nothing but the sum mod of 10. That means if my sum is 7, 7% 10, it is basically nothing but 7. Let's go to next iteration. We have 4 plus 6 plus 0, that is basically 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 mod 10, it's 1. My carry is 1 now. 10 percentage 10 is basically 0. So we have 0 here. So I think it's better to interchange this. And the same goes here. 3 plus 4, 7. And we have 1 carry, which is basically 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So this way we can solve the problem. So let's submit. So the answer is accepted. So I hope I'm able to help you out in explaining the linked list part, like how the addition of numbers between two linked lists has to be done here. So this is it from this section. Hope to see you another problem solving again. Till then, please like, share and subscribe my channel so that even other will be helpful with this. Then see you in another video.